Welcome back to Tipping Point. I'm your host, Kara McKinney. In some respects, America is still the land of equal opportunity. As long as you're a criminal, that is. Legal, illegal, resident status doesn't matter. Equal for all. A judge in St. Louis, Missouri, who previously worked for Soros-backed attorney Kim Gardner, is letting the guy who allegedly slaughtered a mother-daughter duo on their way back from a concert to go free on bail. 22-year-old Monte Henderson is accused of driving in excess of 70 miles an hour through this small intersection, running the red light and killing his 42 and 21-year-old victims as they legally crossed the street. He also ripped the front end off another vehicle trying to drive through the intersection on their green. Despite the fact that cops say this guy is a danger to the community and is not likely to appear voluntarily to a court summons, meaning cops will have to be dispatched to go bring him in, risking a physical altercation, the judge still decided to grant him a mere $20,000 bail anyway, because Henderson's lawyers say their client is an upstanding young man who is involved with academics in sports. Wow, are we really supposed to accept that? Are we really supposed to accept that his involvement in sports and academics, like most other 22-year-olds, frees him from the consequences of murder? Trust me, this isn't the first time this guy's been driving like a maniac, completely uncaring of who he may kill or hurt on his joyrides. I couldn't find out what speed limit that road had, but I think I can make an educated guess and say that's probably somewhere between 35 or 45 miles an hour, given the context clues of how the street looks. So this guy was theoretically going about twice the speed limit before he lost control. Again, drivers who do that typically do that regularly, as much as they can get away with. It's not the first time. But like I joked darkly at the top of this segment, at least this American criminal is being treated with the same kitty gloves that illegal guy in Georgia accused of murdering nursing student Laken Riley is. Even the New York Post, which is generally spot on, had the nerve to say that the migrant suspect likely panicked when Laken fought back, leading to why her skull was found disfigured by authorities, almost as if to say that she caused it. I know that's not what they mean. I know they're just trying to explain the warped thinking of an alleged monster, but it comes off as victim blaming. We already see that in Europe and even on Law and Order shows here in the U.S., where women attacked by migrants or other protected classes are being told to feel bad for their rapists and his struggles, and to recognize that even as a victim, they're still overall privileged and an oppressor, whereas their attacker never can be. I'm sure you've all been following how the mayor of that Georgia town has been heckled for his pathetic attempts to blame Trump and racism for what's going on, because it could never be his sanctuary policies. And now today we're hearing about how the Democrat sheriff of the county where Laken was murdered had campaigned for his position on not helping ICE. How'd that work out for you? Joining us now to discuss is Dr. Richard Moss, a candidate to represent Indiana's 8th Congressional District. Dr. Moss, thanks for being here tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Enjoy your show very much. Thank you.
I appreciate you being here. So sanctuary policies are clearly to blame, would you say, for the horrific murder we saw of Laken Riley in Georgia?
Yeah, well, this whole sanctuary policy strategy of Democrat-run states, we should understand that it's part of the neo-Confederacy. I mean, we should look upon it the same way we look upon Confederate states before the Civil War. They are rejecting federal law. They are out of line. They are breaking federal law. They are a neo-Confederacy and very dangerous. And we should hold them to account. And we should refer to them exactly as that. They are a new Confederacy. They nullify federal law. And in this case, with terrible consequences, including the deaths of innocent people.
You know, it's gotten so bad that even the Democrat mayor of New York City, Eric Adams, looked down at Georgia and went, you guys should fix some of those sanctuary city and state laws, which is funny given that he's a mayor of a sanctuary city himself, and in New York, a very sanctuary state, right? But even he was trying to at least campaign and project to the public that, you know, geez, what we saw in Georgia was pretty bad.